I like to think that we have a contract with our dogs. We expect them to listen to us and follow the rules of our house, whether it's something like staying out of the garbage or simply not chewing up our furniture. The least that we can do in return for this is provide them with the daily physical exercise and mental stimulation that they need in order to be happy and healthy. The most popular reason why dogs pull on walks is because they want to go and explore the world around them, much like a small child. And since this is a very natural part of being a dog, it wouldn't really be fair to discourage it. Instead, we have to add structure to this activity and let the dog know that they cannot pull you on the leash when you're walking with them. Loose leash walking is very different from heel. This is when the dog is glued to your side and they turn as you turn, they may sit when you stop. This is a slightly more advanced behavior that you can work on once your dog learns to walk next to you without pulling on the leash. Before beginning to teach a dog how to walk on a loose leash, it is important to show them that being on a leash is a positive thing. It is best to practice this first with fewer distractions, like inside the house or even in your backyard. All I'm doing here is changing directions frequently and clicking whenever Saleha moves with me, rewarding her with her favorite food. The idea is to get her to be comfortable being guided by the leash. You never want to pull or jerk them towards you, as this only causes stress to the dog. Talking to them in an encouraging tone to stay close to you is a much better solution. If your dog happens to get distracted, continue to invite them using body language and applying gentle pressure on the lead. And as soon as they move towards you, click and offer lots of praise to let them know that you like what they just did. Next, sit your dog next to you and giving them lots of slack, start to walk in a straight line. Try to click before the dog gets ahead of you, as this will cause them to stay next to you, taking the food reward that you give them. Anytime that you notice that your dog makes eye contact with you is an excellent time to click and will help them learn to focus on you much quicker. Practice this until your dog continues to stay next to you before moving on to an environment with more distractions, like a busy street or a dog park. Let's take a quick look at how dogs learn. Any behavior that is rewarding to the dog becomes more likely to be repeated in the future. This is exactly why you never want to walk while there is any tension on that leash, because you may be teaching your dog to pull you when they want to go forwards. You're going to notice here that the second the dog starts to get ahead of me and I notice that there's going to be that tension on the leash, I'm immediately going to stop and change directions. I'm also going to be encouraging my dog to follow me at this point, and the second that they start to do so, I'm going to mark that behavior with a clicker and then offer them a food reward as soon as they catch up to me.
Good girl. Good girl.
You may be thinking that I'm not going to be able to get more than 3 steps before I need to change directions. And that is true. Most often in the initial stages of teaching this, you will have to change directions quite frequently. However, I like to think of it as every time that they pull and you change directions is an opportunity for them to learn not to do it in the future. In other words, the more they pull now, the less likely they're going to pull later.